Well, I completed my mini bar crawl. It wasn't much of a bar crawl. It was only two places. Risky Business and the Smile Bar. And I've got to say, the people at the Smile Bar were really nice. They were very good. Yeah, they love pushing that Chang. 100 baht for a big Chang is quite a reasonable price out of that. Oh, there you go. See the mobile tower just peeking out from top of those buildings there. Quite a few of them. I'm getting quite good reception, so I'm not complaining. I'm using it. And it's a very useful thing to have, because if for some reason my hosts don't come by at 5:30, which is highly likely, I guess, I just don't know when they're going to show. I would say it's almost impossible to be there ahead of time, but they did say they'd pick me up then. But at least I can call them. And if they're really late, I'll just go to the cocktail bar, which is the one thing I wanted to do. Oh God, here we go. There's another one of these. Oh, they're excruciating. It's the boxing. Usually it's the boxing. They have song towers with big speakers in the back, and boy are they ubiquitous. They're everywhere, and they're a pain in the ass, especially when you're trying to have a nap in the afternoon, when I was yesterday. Yeah, they just flog those bloody tournaments to death. I think they'd probably only get new people coming to them. I doubt whether any expats would bother unless they're real hardcore. But the thing about a tourist town, you get a lot of through traffic that the people aren't going to connect with the locals, and there's no need to really give them a decent deal and whatever. You can rip them off, and that makes sense. It's sort of like a modern day gold rush, but not as lucrative, although apparently most of the people who say went to places like the Yukon in the States didn't get their fortune. Though, I mean, it's a matter of timing. You've got to be the first to do it. If you pick on something that's going to become big, you need to be there early. And so a lot of people here are just trying to compete with other people, and they're probably not making a great living. And that would explain why there were two taxi drivers trying to get my business, even though I'd already organised the lift. And I wasn't asking for their business at all. I was just sitting at a bus stop. And I guess that was probably a bad signal. If I thought, well, this is a foreigner here, knows nothing about where he is. He's not going to get a bus for hours, so we'll try to get his business. But I had a lift organised. And it was really nice of them to bring me down here today, because it is very isolated up there on, you know, at Meechok. Meechok. I'll get it eventually. It's pretty isolated up there, and I'm the only. Well, I don't even know if the Argentinians are still there. I might be the only person that's staying there at the moment, because they had the English couple who left today, and I got on okay with them. But of course, typical, they're leaving today, so I didn't get a chance to connect. That seems to be my luck at the moment with this travel. That's why I really look like Tioman Island. It's a much better travel experience to connect with other people. And unfortunately, I'm getting older each year, less desirable to mingle with, I guess, and it becomes harder. And that's why I'm grateful for Saigon. But this has made me realise how good Saigon really is. So there's always a positive aspect to something like this. This interlude hasn't been great. The only good thing about it has been the air's been clean. So my lungs are cleared out. That's been good. But apart from that, no great positives, I'd say. But the positive would be that now I appreciate Saigon more, because there are a lot worse places in the world. And I think later in the year I will go to District 7 and commute in there. It's worth the effort. So we'll see. I did see a very good deal on Airbnb for District 7. It was a really nice place. Some of the buildings they're putting up there are really, really nice. They're probably not that well made, but they look nice. Might as well look at the front. There's another. Well, that could be the same boxing they're doing. They're going around in circles. to maximise the pain for the people here. The locals should probably just block it out. It's an attractive area though, with those limestone cliffs in the background there, and yeah, it's okay. Oh boy, a bit hot and bothered, but I will try one of those cocktails because they're supposed to be about 99 baht. Now that's not bad for a cocktail, about $5 Australian. I think that's quite reasonable. A little less actually. Even if it does come in plastic, who cares? But it does make me realise that the place near where I stay in Saigon is actually quite a decent place. The gin house is actually worth the money. It's very upmarket and it's not too expensive. It's only about $5 for a cocktail, 5 or 6.
The best of the best.
There's another one. That's the second one. Oh, they're 4 and there's boxing.
Williams, nowadays, landmark boxing stadium. Tomorrow night.
Sounds like an Aussie accent too. So yeah, there's two songtales in a row. They're vlogging the same event, maybe. I don't know. Or they got separate events. But it's very much tuned to the tourist market. It's a real menagerie at this place, and it's got a duckling. I'm assuming that's a duckling. God, they shake a lot, don't they? And there's 3 cats. And there's at least a couple of roosters. So, yeah. Don't see that every day. Well, my cousin has got a goose, a big old goose. They're big mothers, I'll tell you. Yeah. But here it's just a combination of roosters, ducks and cats, from what I can gather, but there might be some surprises ahead, who knows. Yeah, I thought I'd just go for a little bit of a walk. Well, the reason I'm questioning is because I know how much of the charges are elsewhere in Thailand. This place, they are definitely ripping off people. And I guess there's just a lot of people here that are tourists, and they don't even think twice about spending that sort of money, because I know that my friend Johan in Saigon, he's very free with splashing the cash. And I admit I'm frugal, yeah, I admit that. So is it a crime? But when, say for instance, there's you get a songthaew which would go about 7 kilometres in the island that I was on, Koi Ko Noi, I know, shocking pronunciation, but that's the best I can do. It's 100 baht for about 7 k's. Now I would think that the actual trip from the pier here at Aonang down to Tesco's is actually less than that, would be far less, probably about 5 k's. Yet they have fixed the price at 300, which is just absurd. I imagine that locals, if they use the service, would be charged a different rate, because they couldn't possibly afford that sort of rate. Well, I think if you provide a service, you should get value no matter where you are. It does annoy a lot of people come to Thailand when you have a dual system, a Farang and a non-Farang pricing system. I can only make my own personal judgment. I like, Thailand's got a lot going for it, but I'll tell you what, I think these things can do a bit of damage to their tourism. It may not be as much as you might think. I might be the exception rather than the rule. I accept that. But yeah, it's most places you don't actually pay that premium, so accommodation's still fairly reasonable. One of the things I was thinking about when I came, deciding whether to come here, was actually the cost of transfers and cost of transportation. It is an issue, and I think they are losing potential tourists by doing that. It is a beautiful part of the world here, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think Krabi is superb, with the limestone outcrops and what have you. A very beautiful place. Walking down towards the city right now. It's a very long road and it's pretty warm, and I don't know how much fucking
how long I'll be able to do this for, but I just want to have a walk. And there's actually a food outlet down here, Hot Dog and Cold Cat. It's got very good reviews, and I want to pop in there just see what the food's like. Just something to do basically, because that's the trouble when you're in a place like this. There's not many options. Anyway, see how we go. It's funny, they've got these footpaths in Thailand. They never get used, but they do build them, which is good. But it's the total opposite to, say, in Vietnam. You know, footpaths are generally used, well, they're in very bad disrepair. This is not in great condition, but it is quite flat and walkable. But in Vietnam, of course, you've got the bikes to contend with, the motorbikes. So, and I don't know how long it's been since anybody has walked along this footpath. I don't think I'd say it hardly ever gets used. For instance, look at this, it's just a driveway going nowhere. Oh, the quirks of this place. There's also another bar down here called Ricky's, but it's about a kilometre. The thing is, it opens at 5, so if I did walk down here, it'd be when the sun's setting, which will make a big difference. So I might do that. I might go down there. Don't know if I want to go down to the beach today. I don't want to push it with the owners. I mean, they're nice people, but you know, they really went out of their way to pick me up as well as drop me off. So that was really nice of them to do that. And he wasn't going to be charging me for the food he made. I mean, that's absurd. Actually, here it is here. It's not that far away. So this is the cafe I read about. It's quite good. And I think it's actually run by a Farang guy, from what I can gather. And yeah, so it's just here. So it's a nice backdrop. It isn't too far to walk. It's only a few hundred metres, I think. So we'll go and check it out. Can't hurt to have a look. Yeah, Hot Dog and Cold Cat's definitely a foreigner type business. It's not for Thai food, that's for sure. I ended up getting a spinach and tomato quiche. It cost me 80. Actually, on the menu it said 95, so it's a nice change rather than being higher than what's on the menu. That happened to me yesterday. It's actually lower, so that's good. But I don't know what it's like, but it's got a good name, and there were a whole lot of young Americans there. Obviously knew the people running the place, because they walked through to the kitchen for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, all strange things happen overseas all the time, so nothing new there. It's a beautiful view there walking back. It's a little bit of a breeze. Hope it's not doing too much, causing too many hassles with the sound. I'm thinking of asking the owner if he can possibly take me on a motorbike to one of the Watts and see. Might be possible. Worth a try, I guess. I don't feel too hot. I'll have a coffee when I get back with the quiche. And yeah, I might see if he's up for making breakfast or something, if I bought some bacon or something. But I do want him to actually do some barbecue meat if he can, because he's got a stack of barbecues around the place. So that would be rather nice. But we'll see. But as I say, look at this view. It's quite nice. The hills in the background anyway. And a bit of road rage. Bit of road rage Thai style. Yeah, you don't actually. There's a difference between Vietnam and here. You don't get that beeping, of the incessant beeping of the horn that does happen in Vietnam. I mean, it's quite relaxing out here. I don't know if I can walk down that direction and see anything. Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, should do something. I'll try to arrange it with my owner, because I mean, I'd like them to actually get the money rather than someone else. I like the guy. Now, where's the mosque? I can't see any sign of this mosque. Maybe it doesn't look like a mosque. Maybe it's that school over there. I can't see anything that looks like a mosque there, because that's where the sound's coming from. And we must be just behind here. It's good to see I can actually go and have a drink there anyway, just for a break. So it's good to have a place that's not too far. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a big nursery. Wow. I did not notice that. Oh, look at that fully fledged nursery. That's what's behind us. Okay, well, good news is I found out they've got all the ingredients on stock here, in stock for tom yum soup. They can make it any time. She almost offered to do it then, but I didn't realise, so I went and bought this quiche. It's a tomato and spinach quiche I got from Hot Dog and Cold Cat. So so that's 80,000. Sorry, not 80,000. God, I'm thinking in Vietnamese again. 80 baht. So $4, slightly less than $4, maybe $3.50 Australian. So it's decent size. I'm quite impressed actually. It's got a good name, that place, so we'll see what it's like. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.